Jane, Sally.
Yes, Grandma?
Go down the garden and get a very large cabbage and you can cook it, Sally.
I know where there's a very big one, but I want to cook one too.
Oh, darling, we can't have two cabbages, but get one, a big one, and we'll cut it in two, and you can cook half each.
Right, Grandma. That's about the biggest one in the garden, Sally. The way Alan eats cabbage, we'll need it too.
Oh, that's a beauty, dear. Now cut it in two. And don't forget, soak it in salt and water for 10 minutes.
All right, Grandma. Don't stop, Sally. I want lots. I want my cabbage to swim. Grandma doesn't put lots of water in. She says just enough to stop the bottom of the pot from burning. Well, if you do that, yours won't cook at all. It'll just be a very hot cabbage. Is it 10 minutes yet? Yes, I'm going to shred mine now. What shred? Slicing it like this. It doesn't take nearly as long as yours. That's why I haven't put my pot on yet. I'm not going to cut mine at all. I'm going to put it straight into the pot. Ah, my pot's full to the top with water. Are you going to put a little salt in, Jane? I'm going to put a lot of salt in. How long do you want yours to cook? I want it to cook for ever such a long time. I'm going to put my pot on now. But you haven't got enough water in. Oh, yes, I've all I need. But when will you put the cabbage in? When the water's hot, and then I'll put a sprinkle of salt and put the lid on. Put the lid on? Oh, your cabbage will be awful. You just wait and see. Come on, let's set the table while the cabbage is cooking. All right.
Sally's cabbage has been cooked in little water with the lid on, retaining the full value of the vegetable. Sally carefully pours the water into a cup. It is useful for making gravy. Jane, on the other hand, has drowned her cabbage in water, and apart from losing the goodness, her cabbage is a wet, soggy mess with no appeal to the appetite.
Oh, how lovely. Table all set for lunch. Come along, Jane, dear. Fetch the boys, will you?
I've saved the cabbage water for the gravy, Grandma.
Oh, that's fine, dear.
Alan, David, come on, dinner's ready.
Never boil green vegetables in great quantities of water. You lose the flavor and the food value, and produce a most unappetizing dish. Green vegetables should be cooked in very little water, keeping the lid on the pot and retaining all the goodness of the vegetable itself.
Now, boys. What's to do? What's to do?
I don't like this, miss. David's is much nicer.
Well, a half minute and I'll divide this between you. Now, dear, never put so much water in the cabbage again. It makes it soggy and taste nasty. But you'll do it quite all right tomorrow.
All right, Emma.